I am not mutated. Woohoo! I love the fact that I'm getting good at this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a darker episode. Well, I look darker because it is storming outside and we are under a tornado watch. So my lights are off. But with that, today we have Iron Whales with Jay Kuhn coming and giving us a little bit of history. And I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, Rose. First of all, thanks for inviting me. I really appreciate the opportunity today.
Hey,
Great to be
I'm
here.
happy to have you, and thank you so much for being willing to come and have some fun with me.
You bet.
Right. So, I will go ahead and just start getting us rolling with that. So kind of getting started then. Where did the name, or how was it thought up of to come up with the name of Iron Whales?
So, Iron Whales is kind of a literal description, right,
Yeah.
of our conception of the natural whales and iron ships in space. So, and if you look at my little bestower, it looks like a little whale. But in any case, we uh, we took that theme to heart, naming all of our economic structures under that iron name. So we have a little fun with the role playing. We've got Fort Iron Pod, the Iron Kitchen where we do reactions, the Iron Copy Shop, the Iron Docks, and the Iron Shipyard. So a lot of fun times here.
I love it. I love the, I don't want to say it's almost not a personification, but I love the imagery. There's the word that I'm looking for. If my dyslexic ass can,
Good one.
English. I love the imagery that the name Iron Whales provokes, and love the, you know, resemblance that comes with it. And I think it's
Yeah, very
absolutely
literal.
clever. So now that we have this awesome foundation of, hey, this is where it came from, can you kind of give me, how it started and some of the history of the corp?
Yeah, I sure can. I We're a young corp for one, so we started in February of just 22, and we had the founder was a guy named Shostakovich Punch, and he decided to establish his own indie corp, seeking a little greater freedom and some fewer restrictions. He took this opportunity to create what would become Iron Whales. So I came along 2 months later from high sec, not knowing anything out here in Null, and he interviewed me and got me going. And next thing you know, I'm recruiting and failed upwards some more. I built out an Alliance Auth server for us, and the next thing you know, I'm a director. Last June he offered me the CEO role as he was actually leaving the game for newly married life. And so, if you recall, we first deployed and then we moved from Delve. Well, I was still trying to figure out what corp buttons to push now. Um, I got them all. Since then, we've just continued to grow and prosper like many corps that made that big move.
That big,
So, and
goodness, what is it now?
we,
Guinness World
yeah,
Record move, from what I heard?
exactly. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
crossing the regional gate was amazing. So,
Yeah. Well, hey, I
and
love to
so here
hear
we
it.
are today. Yeah.
Yeah, I love hearing new corps because it's honestly, you have the older corpse, you have ASCII, you have Karma Fleet, you've got the old corpse which have the history, which is absolutely fantastic, but then you have the new corpse that really seem to bring a refreshing sense of community and are like, hey, we want to put our mark out there too. And it's so awesome to have that blend in Goons and the Imperium in general. Um, to have, and it definitely lends itself to have experiences in the game, which is really what the game is about.
Yeah, that's what we're all here for, right?
Yeah, for sure. And making those memories. But so, kind of going along with making, you know, a corpse mark on the game, you know, making the experiences for the players. why was the Imperium a good choice for the Iron Whales?
That's a good question, but I really think that the helpful nature of this entire community is something that we also try to achieve with players. And I'll expand on that more later. But, plus who wants to be in Horde? So,
You're right. I
right?
mean, man, with the fact I've heard they tax everything. They tax undocking. Man, if they tax Reddit posting, shit, we have some people in trouble. Um,
Yeah.
but I think the amount of taxes definitely is
A lot of
mm,
restrictions, I heard.
that's what I hear too. Very top heavy money on the leadership and not so much on the line members, which doesn't make so much for good gameplay. But
Sounds like a great time, right?
yeah, you know, I feel it. But so now that we have you, you're in the Imperium, you're fantastic, um, with a great name. What's some of the awesome stuff that Iron Whales does for its members? And I have to ask, and I ask this on most of the interviews, um, are you recruiting?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's, an important question for sure. As a growing corp, we're definitely always looking for, new members that want to join and be serious about it. We're active. We're young and old. We've got a wealth of experience. Um, there's I love the Gooniversity program that is offered to all new goons, right? And
Yep.
so we did something similar, we have a 30-day new bro program we call Baby Whales, where we get a new person in, show them the ropes of being goon, and make sure they have everything they need to be productive. I hate to see somebody, not get engaged right away and fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
So, keep them involved, even little contests for just them, those first 30-day guys, whether they know all the things or not. A lot of returning players come and they go, okay, catch me up. Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things to catch up if you've been gone for 4 years, so come on in. We ask all your questions here, no judgments, rather than the main chat where you might get, never mind. Um, in
you
any
might
case,
you might get looked at sideways a little bit
you might get
sometimes.
you might get lost in the chatter. Sure, we'll put it that way.
For sure.
Um, we definitely have regular contests and drawings for various prizes. I think almost 1 billion was awarded in April. At the new year, we gave away a Phoenix Dread we built ourselves.
Oh wow.
So we have a full indie shop. We do everything from mining to reactions to ships. We cover it all, um, from the frigates to the capitals. We're always looking for players that want to contribute to the alliance success, because that's what we're here for too. To have our piece of that alliance success, because I think we all do well then. You know, we're not
Uh,
just out for us.
that is absolutely true, and that is a good point in all of this. Is that corps are like, and this is why I started with corps first. Corps are the puzzle pieces that make up the heart and make up the parts of alliances. The alliances are like the big giant puzzle pieces that you get in the big puzzles, like the floor puzzles
Sure,
that you have for like I'm gonna um I don't know show my age, but like I have for my 6 year old, we have the big floor puzzles, right? And that's like the alliance picture. But then the little pieces that are inside of it are the court picture and showing how they all work together to make such a fantastic alliance work is something that is a passion of mine and kind of why I started this with the corpse and not just starting, a corp coalition alliance corp. I really wanted to highlight, hey, corps are the lifeblood. They're what make alliances function and be great and help and give so much on that. So I that's
absolutely.
a little bit of insight onto this. And I love and I you the baby whales Honestly, that makes me so happy as a university person.
We make sure they know about you. Okay.
Oh, I have seen a few, and I every time it's like, I know who you are. I know where you come from. I know where you come
That's
from,
right.
friend. And the experience, it's they're the interactions that I've had with Iron Whales are always so fantastic. Be it the newer players, be it the older players, it's hey, we're here to have fun. Hey, what can we
That's it.
do? Hey, how can we help? Like, and having interesting conversations and intriguing and like thought provoking conversations. Um, Absolutely fantastic. Um, and I love to see an active corp like that. And for anybody who is interested in the recruitment side of it, that link that I spammed in chat there, which I will repost again, that is the link to the Iron Whales Discord. So if you are interested in joining Iron Whales, hit that link, go tell them hello, and that you're like, hey, I want to learn more. But we've covered recruiting, we covered some of the history, the awesome name. Are there any big accomplishments that Iron Whales has that you can talk about in a public setting?
Mm, you know, big accomplishments. I think it's fairly amazing to grow from a small 30-man corp to a 130-man plus corp in 15 months. Um,
Yeah.
that's that's pretty decent. We've really focused on some good recruiting efforts, and it's paying out because we got people that come and want to play. So, that helped us. We we've built our own Rorks and freighters, for example. It's kind of amazing to me. Now others will just say what that's nothing, but fine. We like it, and at one point we actually made it to sixth place in the Alliance Strategic Maps. So
Oh,
that
wow.
was that was a real highlight. It was a fine balance of players, right? You got to have your actives and your not so actives balance out just right. And but all in all, we just like to have fun, in that relaxed setting that it is.
Yeah.
Nothing too demanding. I mean, if you know, three paps a month, that's not hard. I should push
That's
harder, but I won't.
that's a weekend. Like that's a
Right, exactly what I
if
told
that.
them.
Like
That's every weekend.
yeah,
But
and
timing. Everybody's timing. They're here to do whatever they're here to do, and so
yeah.
if you catch them, great. That'd be amazing. So.
I definitely have heard like high sec. I've heard complaining from people who are like, "Oh, I don't want to join null because the time requirement." It's not as bad as people
Hmm.
think, and from all of the corps that
No.
like I've gone through and talked through so far in this series, it really shows that it is doable on whatever schedule you may have, even if you're only on once a week. You know, I don't know
Honestly, I
anybody
think
who's
my
on once a
PI
week,
takes
but
longer. So right, right.
but yeah, like PI takes longer. Moving PI takes longer. Heck, mining takes longer sometimes. I
There
definitely
you go.
can
Exactly.
see that when you go, oh my gosh, there's this much of a commitment. Yeah, but that commitment is to protect the space that everybody lives in as a group, and
And enjoy the benefits of that.
exactly, and make the money that's there, and taking the
Correct.
time to, you know, take a weekend, if that, you know,
Yep.
shows that
Perfect.
it's, not as hard as everybody thinks as far as the minimum. And honestly, it may give you a taste for some more. And the fact that it'll be, oh, wait, hey, oh, I got my first kill. Let's go. Like, give me more.
Yeah.
in, in,
Right.
in that
And
voice
and
of,
we get those too.
yeah,
You know, I get those guys that want to go be killers. That's great. Go do it. Get our strats up. You know,
yeah,
but if you want to sit back in mind too, because you have 2 hours tonight, then do that. You know,
yeah. It is definitely showing that from a new corp that has a new corp, like a newbie, new whales, baby whales kind of program. Um,
Hmm.
that's kind of the first, like, of them all the corps that I've done so far. You guys are the only ones with a dedicated name for it, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. In the fact that you guys are like, hey, we like university. Let's have our own like 30-day thing. I love that, and having it set up, and it seems to be working. Like you said, you guys went from 30 to 130 plus in 15
Yeah,
months.
it's an engagement tool. You get them in there in a room where they can ask all the questions they want and feel safe about it and go on their way. And then we graduate them out and send them into the big sea. So yeah,
Yeah, and no question is too dumb. There is no such thing as
none.
dumb questions in Eve, especially for new players, since the learning curve is so incredibly high that, like, it exists and it's there. And I love seeing corpse, not even not even on like a coalition or alliance level, although those exist in like Eve Uni, uh, Goons. Goons has University. I believe Panhorde has their own. I'm not sure if Rat does,
Hmm.
but having it on the corp level shows like a dedication to me, and that, hey, we're new, we want to see new players come in, and we want to see those new players succeed, which will keep the game alive in the long run. So I absolutely
Exactly.
love to see it, and I'm, yes, I'm praising you guys enough. Chad is absolutely falling in love with you guys, Mermy Four and Beeford, Beatiford. I'm probably saying his name incorrectly, but I know who that is. Hello, friend. With gameplay options, experienced members helping on a daily basis, directors available to help. Um, Definitely seeing that, the friendly community that you guys have built, and I love. I think this would probably not be the first, but be one of the handful so far that are very much like, look, we want the new players to come in and have a good time and learn and be here to experience Eve.
Hmm. Yeah, I will add that our Discord is quite active. So
It
put
is.
on your reading glasses. Yeah.
It is. I've been in there and I'm over here like looking with my glasses, and like I'm having to. I don't have reading glasses,
Yeah.
but I'm over here like, hold
And
on, there's a lot of text, but I'm learning.
and
And
there's always more channels than that. So.
oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm going off of what I can see as a blue, or not even
that's
that.
that's right.
It's just me, but
As a guest. Okay.
yeah, as a guest. But it is always absolutely fantastic to find a group who's really into to learning, and I commend Iron Whales for that.
You bet. Well, hey, I appreciate everything you do. So
Honestly, I'm just
just
here. I just sit and talk to people and try to make people laugh and try to have a good time. And
yeah.
I'm really just here to spread cheer and joy and learning about the game and uh, and share my love and passion for goons. And I don't know if I particularly do anything, but
Mm,
I'm here.
y- you're facilitating, in the alliance, some things that I'm otherwise unable to see and meet. I may never run into some of these guys, but go, yes, I watched their interview and they do indeed sound cool. You know, Not me, I'm other people, but yeah, great series. I love it.
I don't know. Apparently, chat thinks you're pretty cool with Iron Whales, so Uh,
I
yeah,
have ignored chat, so that's all right.
you're okay. I am here to look at it for you. I usually advise people avoid it because some people are like, you avoid
Perfect.
the memes. I'll look at the memes for you. We're good. But
Excellent.
so, is there any other statements, thoughts, feelings, any kind of final thoughts on Iron Whales that you want to have out there to the Eve community? Telling them about you, anything that you were like, hey, I have to get this and I have to say this and people gotta know this.
You know, I would say that whether you're fairly new or you're maybe returning or you're just looking for, a decent place to land, come on over and talk to us in our Discord server. We'll be happy to, see what's going on and see if we can help, see if we're a good fit or not. So, absolutely, every day.
Awesome. And with that, I will go ahead and say thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on here. Thank you for coming and talk with me. And we will probably go right out and let the people actually. I might just let you go and we'll go do our. I'll go do my own thing. But I appreciate you coming and hanging out, sir. And anytime if you ever want to have a conversation, just let me know. And for anybody else, if you want to see your corp on here, poke them. Let me know. I want to talk to your Goon Corp. I want to talk to your Imperium Corp. I want to have conversations and talk about history. If you want to talk about history, I'm okay with that too. Just let me know and we'll make it happen. But with that,
Sounds great.
I will let you go, sir. Thank you for your time, and I will hopefully see you and your lovely, fantastic, very kind Iron Whales around. And as always, if you need anything, just feel free and give me a poke and let me know.
Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, and with that, we will be back, guys.